and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of WIP Wednesday, Morning Coffee and Crochet, and I am currently at the cabin. And I would actually be out on that deck right now, except there's a wasp nest that has invited itself to the cabin. Between the glass door and the screen on the sliding glass door, it's right in there. So, and it's touching the glass. So every time you open the door, it ruffles its wings, and all the wasps want to come and run and see who's messing with them and potentially stop an attack. And my sweet sister-in-law, she was warned with a sting the last time we were here. And so I don't feel like being a victim to their warning this time. So I have my coffee. And good morning, everyone. I hope. Hey, Melody, it's good to see you. Good to see you. And let's see, it looks like Nikki and Valerie. Gloria was there. Melody, you were there earlier. Alice. So here's Valerie, Alice. Oh, you guys had a nice little conversation before I got on. That's really nice. That's really nice. Oh, so yeah, I hope that I'm sorry. Hey, Melody, it is. Hi, Valerie. Nikki, good morning. Okay, it's good to see you. I'm glad that you found me again. So this morning, I was sure that I had brought I had brought a couple different, um, like arms. Hey, Gloria, good to see you. I had brought a couple different selfie sticks, um, and I thought I had brought one up to the cabin, but I didn't. I left it down the hill at my car. So while I was looking for it here, then I thought, well, let me run down. So I had to go down the stairs, go open the garage door by hand. It's not a clicky clicky. And then I had to go down the hill to the car, find my selfie stick, and I was so glad to see that. So glad to see that you guys just chatted away. I love that about our group because we're such a fun and kind and welcoming group, and it's just really, really awesome. So I really, really like that about us. I think it's so awesome. So I've got my coffee. I need my coffee. Mm-hmm. So we're here at the cabin, and Mom and I had a great trip on Monday. We left the house at 4:40 in the morning, so it's still dark. In fact, the sun didn't come out because of Fred, Tropical Storm Fred, and the weather and everything. We didn't get you know rain. We got a little drizzle every now and then, but we didn't really have a torrential downpour or anything, so that was good. But we didn't get sun or light in the sky because we didn't see the sun. We just saw light in the sky until about 7 o'clock in the morning. So we had quite a little drive, in the dark. That was fine. That was fine. We found out that Bucky's, which is a huge, huge store. They have all kinds of, all kinds of stuff. Um, the perfect stopping point to get gas. It was cheap gas. Went in. They have impeccable restrooms, and you know how we like impeccable restrooms. And so that was the perfect midway stopping point. I took a short little nap and just rested my eyes a little bit, and then off we went, and we had a great trip. So that was awesome. When we got here, it started raining. And, those of you who are following Fred, you'll know you'll know that it's coming up through Tennessee, and it's not a tropical storm anymore. It's just a depression, but still created a lot of rain. And so from Monday night all day yesterday and half the night last night, it rained. And so when we got here, Um, there's a little bit of driveway construction happening here. Hey, Alice, good morning. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. There's a little bit of oh, here we go. Uh-oh, I think I blipped. I hope we're all, are you still there? Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you're still there. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're still there. Okay, okay. And yeah, I'm not sure what that was, but there was like a little blip. Hey, hey, Dancing Moon. Robin, thank you, thank you. Okay, Nikki's still here. Melody's still here. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm getting more people back. Okay, awesome. I don't know what just happened. There was just a little blip, and then it said you're live. So I think it took me offline for a sec. I'm not sure. We haven't really had any problem with the internet, which is good. Got it installed yesterday. The poor guy worked in the rain and came up that driveway, and it's red clay. So when it gets wet, can you imagine like having clay and wet clay and the consistency of wet clay? And I was walking on it. I came from Florida. I was wearing flip-flops, walked up the driveway, got almost to the door, and that's where I guess a little more of a pool of water was. And it was, I wish, maybe somebody could have filmed me, because I was going, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Because every time I would walk, it would go. And then when I got close to the door and I lost one of my shoes, it was stuck. Like I sunk and then it wouldn't come back out. And so I was like, oh gosh, I'm close enough to the porch. So I got that foot up on the porch and I'm like, okay, because I did not want to have to walk in that mud. Could you imagine? Although, people pay for beauty treatments, mud treatments and everything, right? I could have just like wallowed in it and had a little treatment. But anyway, so one foot was like the mud stole my shoe. And so I'm like, okay, I get my foot. Oh, thank you, Alice. Thank you. I did it. So thank you. That's really sweet. I finally got a little energy and did my hair. And so anyway, I had the one foot up on the porch, and then I'm trying to get this left foot up, and it was stuck too, and it stole both my shoes. Both my shoes. Of course, they were flip-flops, so but I have a feeling as deep as those shoes went, because the mud came up over and like touched my feet from the flip-flops, I think I probably would have walked out of any other shoe if it wasn't like tied really tight to my foot. So that's a fun story. Yeah, my sister-in-law was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault, And it was kind of funny. So anyway, after it happened, I was like, oh my gosh, it stole my shoes. So anyway, that was that. And so, yeah, but this morning, I know, Alice, yeah, that happens. Wrong shoes. So we ended up, and I even like packed a suitcase, because the word was that I would be able to pull up the driveway. Just Alice. Oh my goodness. And but I couldn't. So I actually packed a suitcase, and all I was going to do is pack a little bag that I could like throw over my arm. But since I heard that the driveway was good and I could come up here, I thought, well, let me put everything in the suitcase, including my yarn, and and not have a couple bags. So I had this heavy suitcase. I had to open up the garage and walk up the basement stairs. And the whole time I'm like, dang, why did I bring this suitcase? Oh yeah. So that was fun. But we survived. And so yeah, anyway, so Mom and I are just kind of hanging out. We got the closer. We had all 7 seasons of the closer. So we just finished season 2. So we're going to try and watch them all by the end of this week. I don't know. We will see. So WIP Wednesday, what's in your cup? I've got coffee. And I'm going to tell my mom. She's so cute. So she made coffee this morning. I made it yesterday. And I went and found, yes, me too, Valerie. Me too. I'm like sucked in, like, okay, one more. Okay, I got to see this. And I found a quarter cup measuring cup, because if with like 10 cups of coffee, if you do a rounded quarter cup, then that makes like the perfect coffee. And mom was thinking that it was one of the coffee scoops, so she did 2 of them. So we have a half cup of coffee, and so it's like double strength. So maybe that's just what I needed, right? I think so. So anyway, it's delicious. I love it. It's really good. But I hope I can sleep tonight, because this isn't the only caffeine that I have. I have been brewing iced tea and making sweet tea. I don't make Southern sweet tea, because Southern sweet tea is very sweet. Like 2 cups of sugar. Alice is on her 2nd cup of coffee. Oh, good. Good. So you're going to be like jazzing around too. And so Wendy says she has coffee and working on finishing a top. Great. Yes, they did. They changed it to Major Crimes. And I like the lady on Major Crimes too. Oh, Nikki's on her 3rd cup of coffee. I better hurry up, because I'm only on my 1st. It's a big cup though. And it is a wintry cup, but it's the biggest cup in the cabin, and I like it so. I forgot my lavalier, Valerie is having a cup of coffee. Sorry you're bouncing, but the one that I got from the car is on an arm, and it tends to flex really easy. So anyway, so the camera just like bounces up and down if I hit the table. So anyway, yeah. Let's see, what's in your cup? We went that. And then what's on your hook? And so we've got a top going. I started let me move this out of the way, really gentle. I started, and this isn't an easy one to like move around, so I don't know if I can move the camera, but I will bring this up into the camera so you can see. Oh yeah, I forgot my microphone. So I'm going to try and talk loud, and then you can see that it's just very gentle light in here. I think the light over the table, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 light bulbs, and it's not working. So I think I'm going to have to replace those light bulbs, because I'm pretty sure, because last time we were here, that light worked. Okay. Coasters, yay. And Gloria's drinking water. Nikki was up at 4:30 and it's 7:30 now. Oh man, Nikki. Let's see. Yeah, Nikki's on her 3rd cup of coffee. She was up at 4:30. Well, no wonder you're on your 3rd cup of coffee. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, and Melody is working on a baby blanket, and she's got coffee. And Valerie is finishing last week's WIP, a dish towel set. Nice, nice. So I am working on another bag. And so I have this really pretty color, which is really pretty. It is called turquoise, and it's super pretty. And then I thought, well, let me put something else with it that is not quite so bright, so that it's not something that will get dirty really fast. So this is linen, which is pretty on its own, but I'm not sure how I feel about this. So it's linen with turquoise, but I'm going to keep going because maybe it will start to speak to me. I don't know. Do you like these colors together? I don't know. I guess I was thinking, turquoise and white would be really lovely, but for a bag, I don't know. Okay, Viviana says she just finished her tea and she's doing a shawl designed by Carrie Penny. Oh, nice, nice. So yeah, this is what I'm working on. This is the bottom of the um, the bag, and I'm working on that. Okay, and you really love it. That's awesome. It's really good when you're working on something and it's really speaking to you. So I am crocheting. I'll hold it up a little bit so you can see me crochet. And because for sure, oh, you like these colors together? I like them separate and I just wasn't sure with them together, but I think once I get the bag going, I think it will kind of grow on me a little bit because by themselves, the colors are very pretty and very, very tasteful. So anyway, I'm hoping that they work for me. So this is the second bag that I'm making. And then I have another one to make. And so anyway, I'm not sure I'm following the pattern correctly, because I'm not really doing it. Okay, Dancing Moon loves tea. Not much sugar anymore. Yeah, I know. It's rough. It really is when you're trying to stay off of sugar. And actually, we use a sugar substitute. So when I make my tea, I use the sugar substitute. And I'm looking for something that's a little more natural, but you know, right now I'm just using Splenda because it's what I, it's what I have. So I don't know. I think that this might be, I'm going to have to stevia. And stevia would be good, but to me it leaves a bitter aftertaste and maybe I just need to get used to it. Um maybe that's what I need to do. I've also heard, I mean they did agave, but agave is really just a form of sugar. Even though supposedly at first it wasn't supposed to, raise blood sugar levels, and that's what I can't do. I can't, I'm, not diabetic or anything, but if I eat or drink something that spikes my sugar really high, like a sugared drink, um, yeah, Alice, and I was just drinking unsweet tea and I was fine with it. But when I started brewing tea, because let me tell you, because I'm off of sodas, and so I have stopped drinking soda or pop or Coke or whatever you want to call it, from your area. My area, I always called it soda. And Wendy says Truvia. Yeah. And Valerie drinks her tea with no sugar, but she definitely needs some with her coffee. And see, that's the thing. I can drink unsweet tea and it's fine. I can drink it. But there's just something when I was going from the sodas to the iced tea, I was making brewed tea. And so I just wanted some sweet in there so that I could transition, because I didn't want to go from, sweet soda with the bubbly goodness. I mean, come on. I love it. That's why I'm hooked on it, right? And straight to unsweet tea, I wanted to kind of, you know, I wanted to love whatever it was that I was using to transition away from soda. Because I got to tell you, like when we were at home, my mom found in the back of the fridge in our garage, because we have an extra fridge out there, she found a Diet Coke. Okay, Alice, yeah, you have no sugar in your drinks. Yeah, it does. And I'm good with that. I really am. But I was drinking like Diet Coke is what I got hooked on. So she found a Rogue can of Diet Coke in the back of the fridge and she found it and I didn't think there was any more. And so she told me about it and okay, and I kind of like put it out of my mind. But then the first time I went out there and I opened that fridge and there was that can of Coke, I kind of got a zing in my heart. I was like, oh, Diet Coke, and because of that zing that I felt, like that exhilaration that I felt spotting that cold Diet Coke, I didn't dare drink it. I already had my iced tea poured in a container. I know, in a container with lots of ice. And so I was like, oh, I have just got to, turn away from that because I was like really exhilarated and happy to see that. It was like, yeah, I'm addicted. Definitely. Definitely. I mean, there's just no doubt in my mind, you know, that that's what's happening. So anyway, yeah, so that's what I've been doing that. And so I've been brewing my tea and using Splenda. But honestly, I can use Splenda or Equal. The flavors don't bother me, and I know that Splenda has Equal has aspartame. Um, I don't know. Splenda's not supposed to be good for you either, but I don't know what to do. So anyway, yeah, it's coming along good. I think I'm gonna have to count my sides and just make sure I'm even, but I'm not going to right now. I will even it up when I get around one more row. So anyway, so we're thankfully it stopped raining today. So when I went outside to get my my selfie stick, yeah, it's all better than sugar. Yeah. Okay. And Robin drinks regular Coke and she says she really needs to give it up, but she's very weak. I understand. I really do, Robin. I really do. Valerie said she stopped drinking soda, but when you try to drink soda after a while, it tastes horrible. That's why I'm really trying to wait long enough until I lose that taste for it so that if I ever have a weak moment and I try it, I'm hoping that it won't thrill me, but I have a feeling it will. Just saying. I have a feeling it will. So, yeah. So, I'm happy to be working. Oh, yeah, it's so difficult to break that habit. And you are for sure, Alice. And I know that because when I felt that zing, I was like, ooh, I am really worse off than I thought. It just thrilled me so much just to see that Diet Coke in the fridge. Woo. So, anyway. Okay, Nikki says she drinks lots of coffee. Okay, and she's down to just 20 ounces of Mountain Dew a day. Yeah. That's not bad. That's like one 20-ounce bottle. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but when you can like drink, 3 or 4 bottles a day, going down to one 20-ounce bottle is better than 3 or 4. Definitely. So, I mean, just one step at a time, right? Now, the one thing I can't do is substitute coffee because that really, it just messes with my sleep. If I drink coffee all day, it also affects my stomach happiness. I think it just creates a little too much, maybe, I don't know, kind of wants to eat a hole in my stomach. So I need to just have my coffee in the morning and enjoy it and then drink something a little bit lighter. Yeah. Valerie says baby steps, definitely for sure. So let me see. I've got one other WIP in here because you know me. Yes, that's right. Coffee gut. It's not comfortable. It's definitely not comfortable. Let me see. Oh, here we go. So yeah, this is the other WIP that I have with me, and this is the half of a baby blanket. Not a baby blanket, but a baby doll blanket. And I really like this. I think I'm going to get that out and work on that a little bit too. So yeah, there was a little too much acid, definitely. Alice, last week you organized all your WIPs. Way to go, sister. Way to go. That's awesome. That's awesome. I felt so much better after I just simply went through the WIPs with you guys. Yeah, isn't this pretty? I just love this. It's so pretty. Oh, thanks, Alice. Well, you know what? You inspired me. You guys definitely inspired me to get started. So, because, it's rough when you just, I know, Alice, you have been on stay at home. We're going to use that term. We're not going to use the other term. But, you have been staying at home, working from home, um, and for a long time. And so that makes it difficult to stay motivated and to get motivated, although you have done a very good job at it. Thank you. Thank you. I love those colors too. And what I like about this too is that it's a lightweight and it's the Karen cotton cakes, and I love the way this feels. And look at this. It just has such a nice drape to it. It's just so, it's just so pretty, and it's just got such a nice drape to it. I really like that. So for a blanket, it's perfect, especially if you're going to make it into a baby blanket. You can just swaddle, and it's not going to be big and bulky, but it'll just like wrap around that little baby. And so for little girls, um, it'll be good for their baby dolls. So Dancing Moon has to finish a few whips, but she has to get started on them. Yeah. And Nikki says she also went through her corner of yarn, and it does feel good to organize at least a section, right? Even if it's just a little bit in your mind, you have done something to be positive, to organize, to get your act together. Yeah. Today is Whip Wednesday for Alice, so nothing new, just whips, and that's awesome, Alice. I actually brought 2 whips with me, but I didn't bring anything new with me. So today is going to be a Whip Wednesday also. So I'm just going to work on whatever I work on, and so that's that. I'm so excited about that. Um, Yeah, I stayed up way too late last night. I stayed up until like 1 o'clock, just awake. I didn't stay up. I was in a nice little recliner with a pillow and a blanket, and the TV on, closer was on, and so it was just, just a really boring, quiet evening. I crocheted a little bit. I played on my phone a little bit, and yeah, Valerie, I think it's a great idea too. Alice only works on whips on Wednesday, Whip Wednesday. And so Carla, oh, I like your name, Dancing Moon, Carla. Oh my gosh, I knew it was you, Carla, but I don't know. I just call you Dancing Moon. I just love it. But it's Carla. Carla is Dancing Moon. Help me remember it, guys. I'm pretty good about up. Alice says, well, Valerie, today is your day because it's Whip Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah. So the poor guy yesterday that installed the Wi-Fi for us, he worked in the rain, and he was so nice. He had work boots on, so that was good. When he came to the front door, like he was trying to say something, and I was like, I'm really sorry. Oh, that's your Cherokee name. Oh. And I was like, I'm really sorry about the mud and the rain and the driveway. Please be careful on the driveway. And he laughed. He's like, it's okay. He's like, but can you pull your van up just a little bit more so that I can get off the road and get behind you? I'm like, no, I really can't. Because that's as far as my car would go. Otherwise, it just kept sliding down the hill. I'm like, what I can do, I offered him a solution. I said, what I can do, if you want to move a little bit, I can, as long as nobody's in the cabin across. That's right. He had work boots on and I had flip-flops. Well, Alice, I wasn't working, okay? Oh, Gloria says she was motivated after last week, but she didn't manage to organize whips. Instead, she decided that she's not allowed to start projects until she sorts them, and she's only allowing herself to work on small things. And that's okay. That's okay, Gloria. Especially if you are not in a place mentally where you can, eat that elephant. If you just need to eat a big toe, then you just do a big toe. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Well, let's just make the whole elephant smaller, and let's just do a mouse instead, right? Just do a small. Alice, you've never heard that before. Alice said, ooh. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And it's just a saying here in the United States. And what it means is to take small steps to accomplish a big goal, not to worry about accomplishing the big goal when you just have to take little baby steps to accomplish that big goal. And that's basically what it means. And I know Alice knows what that is. Okay, so yeah, I told the guy, I said, what I can do is I can go across the road, and the cabin across the road is empty, and I can park in their little tiny driveway because they just have a little space big enough for one car. And I said, I can park over there and then you can pull up. That's fine. I can do that. And he said, oh, well, that's okay. I can do that. So he pulled across the road. He was very, very kind. He didn't make me go out in the rain and move my car. He was so polite, and nothing was a big deal. Oh, it's not a big deal. Oh, it's okay. Everything's fine. So Alice, you crack me up. Crack me up. So anyway, so that was good. So we ended up, giving him a tip so he could, which he was like, no, 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 no. And I'm like, no, really, you need to take this, because go buy yourself some lunch or something, because wow, it's a bad day out there. You need something. You need some appreciation, and we do appreciate it, because Mom and I the night before were like, oh man, we knew the condition. We knew, the driveway stole my shoes off my feet, and it was very slippery too, because it was like, yeah. So we were worried that, they were going to say, no, we can't do it today because it's really terrible outside. But that guy, he just did it happy. He was very accommodating. He put the Wi-Fi, the router, and the modem exactly where I asked. He was like, oh, that's great. That's a great place. And put it in there and hooked it up. It was just really no problem at all. It was very stress-free on us. And so anyway, we were just very thankful. And it's so nice to be here and to be able to come live with you. And I wish that I could be out on that deck, but I just don't dare. I wiggled the door this morning, and the wasp nest was all the wasps were on it. I could see them, but they were flat on it. And then as soon as I wiggled the door, all of their little wings went up like this. And I was like, okay, they are on alert, and they are ready to like bing and get me. And there's no way. I'm not that. I've been stung by wasps here before, but that's a little nest. And like I said, my sister-in-law, she was attacked. She didn't even realize what she had done. And so yeah, I didn't want that to happen. So I'm gonna keep on crocheting. And so guys, Friday, I'm up in the air about Friday. I don't know whether I'll be able to see you on Friday, because I don't know, where I'll be. If I'll be in a location where I can actually chat with you. If I don't show up on what day did I say? Did I say Wednesday? I meant Friday. What day did I say, Mom?
Friday.
Oh, good. I said Friday. Okay. I need a rewind button so I can hear what I say, because a lot of times I say wrong things. So Friday, I may not be able to come to you live. So if I don't show up, don't be worried, don't be concerned. It just means that it's a travel day and that I wasn't able to make it happen. But rest assured, on Monday I will be there. And let's see. I don't know. Am I doing this right? I hope so. So see, I'm just like crocheting on a whim. So whoever gets,
decide to go somewhere else.
yeah, unless we decide to like run away. I don't know. I think I'm just making this up. So whoever gets this one as a gift, well, they won't know. So no, my mom doesn't crochet now. She did a long time ago.
Quilting is my thing.
Huh?
Quilting is It's my thing.
That's right. My mom's thing was quilting. And so I'm actually, while we're up here, I'm sleeping under one of her quilts and she's sleeping under one of her quilts. And when she quilted 100% by hand. She never used the machine. So every stitch in these quilts was made by her fingers. And, or there were a couple quilts that, at least one quilt that she took to her quilting bee, or her sew and sews, which was her sewing club. And sometimes they would help each other, get their quilting done. So yeah, I love quilts too. And Valerie says she uses a machine. Yeah, I started a couple quilts in my life. Let's see, one quilt I started, it was the Amish shadow quilt. And by starting it, I mean, I started it. And then my mother did the middle and the end. So, and then another one I started was a cathedral quilt. And I still have those little pieces, but I never finished it. So, but that's the type of quilt that you could pick up anytime. But now with the way my hands feel, I don't think I really, even just doing the sewing in the ends and everything, it's kind of hard on my hands. So I'm not sure I'm ever going to be able to finish anything like that. So yes, I do have a clever mama. Let's see. Alice, her oldest sister who passed away, used to hand quilt, and you have one of hers. Yes, yes, and it is precious. It really is. Really, really is. And Carla says her grandma did all by hand, but you did a lot of the cutting squares and the hexies. Oh, good. So you did that with your grandma too. That's nice. And Robin says, oh yeah. Oh, yes. Robin's quilt. Oops, sorry for wiggling. My mom used some of my father's white shirts from his police uniform. And so she actually incorporated his police uniform shirts into her quilt. And it was the double wedding ring. And it was a king size. Yeah. Yeah. So when my girl cousins got old enough to, get married and have homes of their own, my mom made a point of making every one of them a quilt. And it was different quilts. Like I know some of them were double wedding rings, some of them were the grandmother's flower garden, some of them were what was that one? Irish chain. And so she made all of the girls quilts. So I have mine. Well, it's, at the house, but it's the double wedding ring. And that one is really pretty. Yeah. So anyway, my mom kind of tried to give everybody, a quilt, all the girls. So yes, she is a very giving mama. So her two loves were, three loves, her family, quilting and cooking and baking. And so she fed everybody and she quilted for everybody. And that's really her love language is, and so now that she can't quilt anymore, she cooks and she does a really good job of it. So just saying, I love my mom's cooking. So let's see. Yes, a lot of love and a lot of time goes into quilting, definitely. And Robin says it means the world to me.
Robin's mom was a good cook.
Oh, and my mom just said Robin's mom was a good cook. I do remember. Oh my gosh, she would make lasagna. She made a really good lasagna. Mom, you didn't really make lasagna that much. Yeah, but Clarice would make lasagna, and I remember her making.
Broccoli salad.
Oh yeah, the broccoli salad. Excuse me. Alice, that's a good question. Alice wants to know, how's the no shopping for food going? And so it's actually going really well at home. We are doing really well. Now we brought a couple things with us. But like we brought a lettuce, a green salad, and we brought a pasta salad. And yes, this is the cabin. This is inside the cabin, and I can't go out on the back deck, on the wraparound porch rather, because there's a wasp nest out there, and I'm not brave. So I don't know. I wish I could have gotten rid of it. I think if I had gotten rid of it the first night we got here, because it was raining, they were all like huddled. But like I said, now they're like, ding, with their little wings like this, all sticking straight up. They're all at attention, like, what's going on? And so I'm inside, but that's okay. I'm sitting at the table. It's really, really, really nice here. So it's very rustic, and the ceilings are gorgeous. Let me see if, I don't know if I can tilt you or not. No, it's not letting me. Yeah, it'll be too dark anyway. But the ceilings are cathedral ceilings, and it's like this, and it's all wood up there, and it's just really pretty. And like I said, my husband's father and grandfather built this cabin by hand, and it was all, his mom and dad's design, and just really nice. So yeah, we really like it here. Put a lot of love into this cabin and a lot of thoughts. So anyway, it's just a really pretty place. I need some coffee. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to continue to work on my WIP. We are 41 minutes in. Hey, if you have gotten this far, then you are definitely a fan. And I just want to thank you. I want to thank you because I am a fan of you. And I have fun getting together and chatting with you and having coffee with you and crocheting with you. And I love, the feedback that I get. And yes, it's the same cabin that Lori and I stayed in. So yes, if you could hit the like button, and if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, because then you'll be notified anytime I have a new video out. And so yes, Gloria, this is the same cabin that Lori and I stayed at. And so the porch where we sat and we were on the rocking chairs, that's the same porch. And I kind of wanted to go out there with the rocking chair, but that didn't happen. So that's okay. This time it's inside. And so, it's all good. So today, Mom and I are going to spend time with her brother, my uncle, and my aunt. And we're going to go see their new cabin. They bought one just, a few months ago. And so we're going to go and check out their new cabin and have a good time and just visit with them. Maybe see my cousin Chris. I don't know what the day's going to hold. And then tomorrow we're going to come back to the cabin and clean up. Oh, yes, my mom is very organized. Robin said, let's not forget your mom's organizational skills. She is the master. She really is. She can make anything fit, even if you really don't believe it will fit. She will make it fit. Like, good thing too, because we have 2 houses full of Tupperware that we moved down into one kitchen. And at one point I was hooked on doing the paintings, where you go and you paint in a group. Oh, Alice says she needs to come visit me. Mom, Alice needs your help organizing.
All right.
Mom said she's on her way.
I love it.
But they won't let her across the border. So anyway, yeah, so it's a good thing that she's organized, because yeah. So I was doing the painting with a twist, which is here in the United States. And I know I have upwards of like 20 paintings that I've done. And I love doing the paintings, but goodness, how many, party skills too. She does. She knows how to plan, we'll say, an event. She's like an event planner. She knows how to figure out how much food and what goes where and all of that. I know, that darn border. She would need to bring you some Hobby Lobby yarn. Yes, that's right. we would have a stash in the trunk. The border patrol, they'd say, "Can you open your trunk, please, ma'am? What are all these bags?" It's just yarn, sir. And they'd be like, "No, you must be, smuggling something because nobody has this much yarn." Yes, yes, we do. I promise there's nothing in that yarn. It's all yarn. Why would we risk our yarn? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we would bring you some yarn. We'd have to take out a loan, but we go and get that dang loan and we'd get you some yarn. Alice doesn't have Hobby Lobby where she is, Mom.
Oh,
Yeah. She has to come across the border to the United States to go to Hobby Lobby.
she can't order it online?
It's so expensive.
Oh.
Yeah, the shipping is astronomical. So, yeah. And I don't think Hobby Lobby ships out of the country. Is that correct, Alice? I don't think they do. I think they just ship US. Possibly. I don't know. Okay, they don't. They don't ship outside of the country, Mom. So yeah, Alice needs somebody to bring her yarn. Yeah. Oh well. I'm sorry, Alice. Sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna keep working on my WIP. About the Joanne's just started shipping to Canada. Nice. That's good. That's good. So my August challenge is working really, really good. Now, when we were up here, so I did the the Wi-Fi here. My sister-in-law has a smart TV, but it doesn't have Roku on it. My TV at home is a Roku TV, so it automatically has Roku on it. I know, road trip, Valerie, road trip. So I did go online, and there's a local Walmart, obviously. I mean, there's one on every corner. So I ordered a Roku for her TV here. And while I did that, then, there's really nothing here to eat. We brought bread. We didn't have any lunch meat or anything, so I did order some lunch meat for up here because we're trying to stay frugal. So that was really the cheapest way to stay frugal, to do that. So cases from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, Lion Brand, and Premier. Oh, yes, I do. I need to pack one of those big transatlantic, what do they call those? Those big rectangular cases. They're like, what are they called? They're not suitcases because they're huge. I know, Gloria. Poor Gloria. And so yes, I do. I need to come and bring one of those. Can anybody help me with that word? I'm trying to think of it. It's like what they used to use when they would travel on ships, a trunk, a big, thank you, Valerie, thank you, a big trunk. And so I need to just fill that trunk with yarn, all kinds. Yes, Alice, thank you. And just come visit. It is on my bucket list. I dream of visiting England. I really do. I'm just so fascinated with your country and with the countryside and with the people. A steamer trunk. Perfect, Melody. That's exactly what I was trying. The steamer trunk. Yes. Thank you. And so I'm just fascinated. And I love, watching British TV. I love watching, just the countryside, the city. It's just fascinating to me. Yeah, it's fascinating. Of course, you have some of your celebrities. Of course, the one that I want to go see is Jamie Oliver. Of course, food. I love Jamie Oliver. And I would love to go to one of his. He has a restaurant that's on the end of a pier, or he did, and he would do that where he would have you had to walk a mile out onto the pier to the end. Oh, I just got a bite. Mosquitoes are bad around here. And then he would have a celebrity chef, and you were the only live. Oh man, Wendy, I'm so sorry you're running behind, but thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. And then he has a celebrity, not a celebrity chef, but a celebrity come and well, first they tell him about their most absolute favorite meal that they ever had, anytime, anywhere. And then he recreates it in the kitchen, and then he shows them how to make it so that when they go home, they can make it for themselves. And then they feed all of these people. And so it's fun to watch. I haven't seen it for a while. But anyway, it used to be on Netflix, but I love that show. And then I started watching him when he was on The Naked Chef. And even before he married his wife, I was watching him then. And so anyway, I followed him all along. I don't know. I don't know how the people of England feel about him, but I just think he's adorable. And his family is adorable. And his son, Buddy, is just growing up. Okay, Valerie was born in London and she has family there, but she left to the USA in 1966. So you've been here quite a while. And so yeah, that's awesome. But anyway, his son, Buddy, is becoming a little chef himself. And I just think he's adorable too. So anyway, that's my story. I'm going to stick with it. Okay, guys, I'm going to get going. I'm going to go visit family and crochet. Yes, he doesn't. Oh, yeah, Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, bless his heart. Bless his heart. You know, I think Gordon Ramsay is a really nice guy because I've seen him work with prisoners in a prison in England and help them, to learn responsibility and to become a chef in their kitchen. And he really showed a lot of compassion there. But yes, he does. He does use a lot of language, a lot of salty language. But Jamie Oliver is just a cutie pie. He just really is, and he's a family guy, and I just think he's adorbs. So, yeah, I think so too, Alice. I do. I really do because I know Gordon Ramsay has children, and I know he just seems like a really kind person. When I was watching him with the prisoners, working with them, he just really had a lot of compassion for them, and so it gave me a whole new perspective on him. But I really don't watch that other show that he's on. What is it, Hell's Kitchen? I don't watch that. So it's not fun. It's not fun to watch people get yelled at, to me anyway. So anyway, okay, guys, it's time to say goodbye. And it has been really, really good to chat with you. Bye, Gloria. And you have a lovely rest of your day too. And everyone who's been on here and chatting with me, thank you for chatting with me. It's been so fun. And I will see you soon. As soon as I can, I will come back and we'll have more chats. So anyway, stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. Bye, guys.